Most people don't fail at meta ads because Facebook is too expensive. They actually fail because they set it up completely wrong from the start. They boost posts, target random interest, and then they wonder why they're burning money. In this video, I'm going to walk you step by step through exactly how I set up my meta ads for e-commerce and dropshipping that actually convert. You'll see the full campaign structure, targeting, budgets, creatives, and optimization live on screen. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Joel from Ecom Mastery, where I break down real strategies to grow e-commerce brands using ads, data, and systems that work. Let's jump straight into it. All right, guys. So as a first step, we want to go to Ads Manager, and this is pretty much where we're going to be handling and doing everything for all of our ads. So here, you guys are going to see all of your campaigns that are either in draft, which means that have not been completed yet, or ads that are actually running, so they're spending and they're currently active, or completed in the past and you're not actively spending on them anymore. So just for the example, I'm going to go and create one campaign and go step by step through everything. So as a first step, we want to hit on sales. Let's not worry about any of these others, just because we want to get sales from customers from all of the products that we're selling on our website, which is the goal with dropshipping. So we hit in sales, we'll hit continue. I will always leave this the same. Keep it at auction. The objective should be in sales, and do not mess with more settings. Definitely keep this off. And for the budget, you should always make sure that the Advantage Plus on, it's actually on. And for a daily budget, we want to make sure that we're at least at a $50, ideally at 100. And this is per day. And we also want to make sure that we have a CBO, which stands for Campaign Budget Optimization. So we had the CBO on, we have $100 a day. And again, you guys are more than welcome to start with 50, but for testing purposes, it's ideally to have as a minimum 100. Again, do not worry about the settings. For the A/B test, we want to leave it off for now. Don't worry about the audience segment reporting, and do not worry about the special ad categories. Just let's ignore that for now. Then we hit next, and this is the ad set. So on this side of the ad, we want to make sure that we're converting on our website. We keep it at maximized number of conversions. We're going to connect our pixel, which is going to be all of the data that's being tracked on our website. And I'll link another video down in the description so you guys actually know how to link the pixel to your ad account and to your Shopify account as well. And on that same video, I'm going also to be showing all of the necessary steps that you guys should be doing before actually running ads. Once we have the pixel, we always want to make sure that we hit on purchase. That's the goal. At the end of the day, this is the ultimate goal, right? So we hit on purchase, and let's ignore this completely. This is irrelevant. This won't affect your business or your store or your ads by any means. So we're going to keep diving into it. Let's keep this as it is. Standard, no, and none. That is actually not important at all. And for the budget, we'll keep it the same. This won't really affect the results at all. For the audience, we'll keep the Advantage Plus on as well. We want to make sure that the Facebook algorithm tells us and the ads what's actually working for us. We don't want to be testing and guessing what's actually going to work. The Facebook algorithm knows a lot more than we do, and it has billions and billions of dollars of data that's just going to pour into our ecosystem, and then we're going to know exactly what's going to work best for our store and for the ads. So on this section, we want to keep the Advantage Plus on. We want to make sure that we let Facebook decide what's going to work best for the audience. At the end of the day, Facebook's algorithm, it's super complex, but very intelligent, and there's billions and billions of dollars of data that it's not going to do us any good if we just start guessing what's going to work. So let's just leave Facebook to decide that for us. So we'll leave it on. For locations, I would definitely keep the United States unless you're selling a product specifically in another country. And I wouldn't worry about this. Let's do not touch that. So just an audience, let's keep that blank for now. For ad transparency and the verification, this is not necessary. And for placements, let's actually leave this on as well, so Facebook knows where to deliver all of these ads. And yeah, this is pretty much how you set up the ad set, guys. Let's hit next. And this is where we create the ad. In terms of the ad name, you guys can do absolutely anything. Everything is internal, so no one will see the name of the ad. The only one is just going to be yourself. So you can actually name it Ad Creative Number 1. And that's the same thing with the ad set, by the way. So if you guys want to add an ad set name, you guys are more than welcome. And it's the same thing with the ad set. You go back and you can always change the name to keep track for yourself. Nobody else is going to see this. It's fully internal. So you can, for example, do ad set number 1, just for the example, right? So coming back to the ad, we have a Facebook page as well. And again, I'll be linking a video down in the description of all of the necessary necessary steps, which includes creating a Facebook page prior to running ads. So once we're creating the ad, we want to make sure that we manually upload all of our ads, right? So this is manually upload. Creating a catalog, it's not necessary by any means. The two options that I personally recommend, it's flexible or a single image or video. I will have another video as well that shows exactly what are the best videos and images and how to source those to be able to run those ads. But just for the video, we're gonna just be showing you the necessary steps on the ads itself. So we're good on the format, we keep going, and this is where we add our media or just videos. So once we have an image or a video, we go here, and this is where we upload all of our ads, which could be an image or a video, depends on what you're doing. And for primary text, headline, or description, I would always write down the first one that you feel is gonna perform best. And from there, let's screenshot that. We can go into ChatGPT or Claude, and we can ask it to give us about 5 to 7 other ideas for text, headlines, and descriptions. As soon as we have those and we're all set with the descriptions, headlines, and texts, and we go down to the URL, we always wanna make sure that we're actually putting the product's landing page where they can easily check out and buy the product. We never wanna send them to a homepage or just somewhere random in the website. It's just gonna confuse the customer. So we put the URL for the product, and the call to action, let's always do shop now. So we're all set with everything, and you guys are most likely gonna be getting a message of pixel not active. So again, I'll be linking a video down in the description of how to make sure that your pixel is active, it's working, and how to link it through your website with Shopify and with your ad account as well. And one last thing, guys, as I mentioned before, we wanna make sure that we have at least 5 to 7 different creatives for this. So the way that we actually do multiple ones, and the easiest way for us to do this, it's we go to action menu, and now we select quick duplicate, and we do this around 5 to 7 times. Depending on your budget, if you do have a healthy budget, I would definitely recommend testing a lot more. And the reason we do this, guys, is for testing purposes, we wanna make sure that we test a lot of different angles, images, videos, so we know what's performing best for all of our ads. And that's pretty much it, guys. As soon as you guys are done duplicating all of these ad sets, you guys are gonna have all of the same ad sets, but your ads, which are these ones, should always be different. Different images, different videos, and once all that is completed, we go ahead and hit publish. That's pretty much it, guys. That's a very step-by-step process in how to actually run ads on Meta. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe for more videos like this. It definitely helps support the channel. Again, this is Joel with Ecommastery. I'll see you guys in the next video.